Hi guys, I'm back with another video. In this video we'll be looking at how to get Linux shell on Windows 10 for development purposes. So we'll be looking at two ways of getting a Linux shell on Windows 10. I'm running Windows 10. I'm just going to show you what version of Windows 10 it is. As you can see, it's 1809, so this is post-anniversary upgrade. So if you're running anything past 18, I think you should be good. Let's get rid of that. Now in the first method, we do it through the programs and features. So before you can start, you have to go into your computer settings and go search for developer mode. So you have to turn on developer mode for this, so you gotta check the box and say yes, and it's gonna add new features. And while it's doing that, you can go to wiz.cpl, so that's your add remove programs. Click on turn Windows features on or off. Just one moment, we have to wait for this to finish. There we have it. Developer mode's now turned on, so I'm just gonna close this. And when you go into turn Windows features on or off and scroll down to the very bottom, you have a Windows subsystem for Linux. You turn that on, and that does processing bar, and it fills up to the very end. That's all done, and now it prompts you for a restart. And after you restart, you can search for bash in Windows, and you should be able to find, at the moment it's finding git bash, which is what I have. Once I restart, I should be able to show you bash. So let me go ahead and restart. Alright, so I'm back after the restart, and when I go into Windows and search for bash, and there it is. I've got the terminal. Alright, so that's the first way of getting bash installed, and that's where you can see it. I'm not going to do the demonstration of the commands or anything at this stage. Let's move on to the next way of installing bash or Linux shell on your Windows 10. So first and foremost, you go to store. So here I'm just gonna search for Linux, run Linux and Windows app. There we go. What am I gonna use? Just gonna get the SUSE Linux. Get. Hopefully it does. Well, sometimes it's available on PC is disabled because your PC is not compatible because it's running an older version of Windows or something. But I think that's the only limitation there is to installing this on your computer. You could also pick the other versions like the Ubuntu or Kali Linux if you're into those Linux distributions. So mine's now downloading, so I'm just gonna wait for it to finish. So there it is. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Now if I say launch, it's gonna bring up a OpenSUSE Linux shell. This is probably gonna take a moment. So that's completed. It just wants me to register. I'm just gonna leave it blank and press enter. Default Unix user, add your Windows username. Alright, let me do that. Alright, so it prompted me to create a user and a password, and it finally finished the registration. So if I run any Linux commands, I should be able to do that now, like print working directory, ls-lh f find and pipe that to grep minus I, and I should be able to find profile. There it is. So most of your Linux commands should work. Well, not most, but all of your Linux commands should work. So that's all for now. We had a look at 2 ways of installing and running Bash locally on Windows 10. Please like and subscribe to my video. If you need me to make more videos like this, leave them in your comments. I do take your comments seriously. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.